The time is 5 o'clock on this Sunday evening, January 6, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, January 6, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins, 5 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 42 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news is how Trump's street storms to rally support for the government shutdown seem to be working, while President Trump and John Bolton the U.S. withdrawal from Syria as a conditional on defeat of ISIS. A misturned signal led to the arrest of a suspect in Jasmine Barnes' killing in Houston, Texas, as a man charged with capital murder in the shooting death. Francis Macron reeling and stops stance against yellow vest backfire. Steve Scalise ends Twitter debate with Alexander Ocasio-Cortez after attacks from radical followers. In California, mudslide shut down Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu. Trump says he is the Northern named permanent cabinet replacements. Park Service takes extraordinary step on dipping entrance fees to bolster operations at proper sites. Trump confirms deputies responsible on USS Cole attack. DRC election results postponed as officials say remain patient. 40 people killed in Afghan gold mine collapse. Moscow says FBI arrested Russian citizen a day after it detained an ex-US Marine on suspicion of spy. In East Bridgewater, Massachusetts, the pedestrian was hospitalized with serious injuries after he was struck by a vehicle Saturday night, according to the East Bridgewater Fire and Police Departments. Officials said rescuers responded to the location on Arbor Street about 8:37 p.m. and found a man in the roadway. The victim, a 66-year-old Whitman, was taken to the South Hospital in Wayman and was later transferred to Brigham Women's Hospital in Boston with serious injuries, according to officials. Officials said the driver, a 40-year-old woman, operated the 2017 Nissan Almada Raymond scene that East Bridgewater police investigated an incident typically closed Harvard Street to investigate Friday night. Providence, Rhode Island. Police have investigated a man crashed into a car at a police cruiser. Eyewitness News on WPI crews were on the scene at Arch Street and Elmwood Avenue just before 4 a.m. According to the police, the cruiser was going to stop on the intersection of Arch Street when the SUV was turned left. That's when the cars collided, leaving both vehicles in extensive damage. The officer was freely released. The driver of the SUV was taken to the hospital with not fatal injuries. He's facing several charges, including driving under the influence and not having a license. St. Leo the Great Church of Protect and celebrates its final mass. U.S. economy is completely fascinating. Economists who claim recession is near. Longtime American Air CEO Bob Crandall remembers Herb Kelleher. Mercedes is to be the top two players in the scale on top of this tech, according to their paper. The field quest that could be driving in China's mission to the moon. Ocean Galaxy collision to send solar system flying. U.S. National Park Service announced Sunday to use reserve money from visitor fees to fund operations of the parks affected by the ongoing partial government shutdown. USS Central Command affirms death of USS Call, bomb suspect. Nevada death row, inmate Scott Dorsey found dead from suicide. Blood drive in memory of Norfolk resident celebrates 15 years. Edinburgh Council agent takes aim at financial abuse of elderly. Leona White, Stoughton, foremost crusader for peace, dead at the age of 105. In talk, Lieutenant Michael Tremblay confirmed on Sunday afternoon that the police are treating the shooter death as a homicide and the first year talked to know where the rest of the main related to either incident. Peter Children's Storm is 5:04, and it is time now for a sports report. The Patriots divisional round opponents are all set now as they'll be taking on the Los Angeles Chargers as the Chargers survived the late Baltimore surge as they defeated the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore 23-17 as two teams exploded the trade for Ravens coach John Harbaugh. In 5:01 the first quarter, Philadelphia Eagles 3, Chicago Bears nothing. And Duke basketball, NCAO's down 1% of the public apology. Peter Chellustorm, 505 on this late Sunday evening. And it's on a Sunday evening. It started out for Peter Channel traffic and trend to check. Baby! Let's study off on the MBTA where the subway can be around the first. They are looking. Looking at highways and byways in New England. Route 4, south by side. Those are Route 43 to North Kingston, 24. Both ends inspected around. Route 27 in Brockton. Route 128 to North by side. So the Ridge split down. Route 24 in Canton. Summer Expressway, south by side. So the Ridge split. Mass Pike, both ends inspected. Northern Port out to South Boston. Step to the western Massachusetts highways on Looking Good. And in Connecticut, looking good. 89. Both ends is back between Montreal and Bear. 93, both ends back between Lincoln and Franklin, New Hampshire. 87, 89, 91 is up by time loser, US Canadian border. 950 to drop by time 55. Both ends sold 7 correct one, US Canadian border. Okay, Peter Chill, Doosa, 506, time now for our weather report. Snow flurries coming to much of western and Nova Connecticut, central western Massachusetts, and eastern tip of New York State, and stretching to the Vermont, 7 and central eastern portion of New Hampshire, and some line of rain showers down in South Shore from Kingham all the way down to the Board Bridge and off of Hyenas, and rain showers down around Narragansett and raining off southern coast of Rhode Island. And the snow stretching around the Maine and up in the southwest of New Brunswick, and snow stretching to the central western tip of New York State out of northeastern portions of Pennsylvania around the Toronto area, and snow around Quebec City. Looking at the temperatures around the region. Temperatures in the 30s, the low 40s, and 29 degrees. Windy in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and it's a 20s, not much of northern wind. 31 degree wind in Portland, Maine. 30 in Augusta, Maine. 33 in Cork, New Hampshire, and it's 31 in Canada National Park in Maine. And it's in the western Maine. It's in the teens. And a 2 below reading from Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Okay, look at that forecast. It goes like this. For this afternoon, chest range snow showers, mostly sunny about 53 degrees, northwest about 9 miles gust size, 26 miles an hour, chest range 30%. Low on those 3 regions expected for tonight. Close come at 17 degrees, northwest about 9 and 11 miles gust size, 28 miles an hour for Monday. Saints come at 30 degrees, northwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Night and comedy afternoon for Monday night. Chance of snowman after 4 a.m. Clouds come at 23 degrees, light river wind, chest range is 30%. News 30 less than half an inch possible for Tuesday. Rain and snow before 4 p.m. The slight chance rain after 5 p.m. High 43 degrees. Southern about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Chance range is 8%. So night rain like rain for 2 a.m. Mostly comes at 36 degrees. Calm weekend in the southwest about 5 miles an hour. Chance range is 6%. Wednesday, chance of snow showers before 11 a.m. Then chance of showers after 4 p.m. Puts and task about 55 degrees. West about 7 to 30 miles. Gust high 34 miles an hour. Chance range is 30%. Wednesday night, chance of showers before 8 p.m. Mostly comes at 30 degrees. Northwest about 10 miles an hour. Gust high 20 miles an hour. Chance range is 30% for Thursday. Most of the cast about 36, about 18 degrees, northwest about 9 to 11 miles an hour for Friday. Sunday, podcast about 28, about 40 degrees, winds northwest about 6 to 8 miles an hour. And for Saturday, most Sunday podcast about 28, about 50 degrees, northwest wind. And for Sunday, most of about 30 degrees. And right now, it is 42 degrees and mostly cast. And that's going to be a Peter Channel, 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, January 6th, starting at 19 viewers. We have a good evening, goodbye day, to the I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a late hour report. We have a good evening.